I mean the bandwidth that I'm allowing Steve to use, which will make my voice sound worse.
Oh, shit.
I ordered the parts for my PC.
Hooray!
Minus the video card. I'm gonna stick it out with my current video card.
No, you don't need to upgrade everything all at once.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a murder match, Shale.
Okay. Oh, I should probably actually start the game, shouldn't I?
Well, I don't want to tell you you're
Make it
busy.
easier to play that way.
No, I don't want to make a. I don't want to make a. Just a regular old murder match. I want to make the. Oh shit. Create a public game. I guess we could do zombie survival again. You remember that?
Sure.
Or we could just go on a big map and fly vehicles around.
I'm gonna be real bad at this game.
No, it's easy. Except I don't remember how to set up the game. Options. Nope, that's not it.
There's somebody.
It's
Leo.
me.
Hey, it's Leo.
Hello.
Hello.
Truby must be having his daylight saving time party.
I wonder if that's it. I can't remember how to get to a big vehicle map.
A big vehicle map?
Yeah.
What are you playing?
We're gonna play up, fire up murder miners while we waited for people to
Oh.
get online. But I can't remember how to start a non-murder match game.
Probably one of the options.
Alright, well, let's just start and see what happens. Yeah, basically what you'd expect.
It was just an option.
No, when I clicked start, the match started. So, you know, basically what you'd expect.
I would expect that.
Ooh, yep, don't middle click with the assault rifle. Forgot about that.
What does that do?
It unloads your entire clip.
Oh.
Only if you like having bullets. If you hate bullets, it's a good thing.
Whoa, whoa, wait, hey. Are you right behind me that whole time? That's embarrassing.
No, not all the time. I'm really, really bad at these kind of games.
Excellent. Oh. Oh, I need to set it to float or whatever so I can make shit in midair. Float. There we go. All my blocks were stuck to the ground and not blocking your fire.
69%.
The perfect number.
Yep.
Shale.
Hmm.
Stop hiding.
Oh.
Stop being a weenie. No, no.
Oh, damn it, leave. I am here.
Leaves quiet again.
Damn it.
He's sniping you.
Wow. Assault rifle's pretty good.
How about now? Am I still very quiet?
You're less quiet. All right, fuckers, says Smoothie Cold. It's my new and improved Path of Exile build list. All right, I gotta see this.
Let's tear it apart.
In all caps, I'm making sure all these builds have leveling guides so you have no excuse.
Okay.
Fire Nova Mines, Skeleton Summoner, Spectre Summoner. I'm all about Skeleton Summoner, personally. Hey, 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 yay! Hey, you with the sword, hey! I'm reading about Path of Exile builds.
I always like the Diablo 2 Necromancer summon everything build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun. Oh, Murder Miner's is done.
Yeah, it's a
Launching the
small game. Just try and shoot me, I dare you.
Tornado shot.
I'm in the basement, apparently. It's not
What
really
was
the
that?
basement, though. It's just a void below the floor. Ah, there we go. Ah! Apparently somebody knows what that means.
It's probably Shale. He's really good at this game. Oh! Whoo! Oh, yeah.
You bastard.
I found your void. Oh my god! He shot me way up in the air.
I'm overwhelmed by the color options.
There's like a... I think
Yeah,
there's like a jump platform or something hidden here.
Oh, okay. You've got to customize your colors, Norman.
Okay, I'll be there in 17 years.
Ah, you did find the basement. Oh my god. I almost walked off the map. Whoa, no! Oh. We could play Mage tonight if
Oh god.
Drew gets online and we want to. Otherwise, I'm cool with just screwing around.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, knowing that we have a battle coming up whenever we do play that again.
Yeah.
Hi!
Oh, there's Drew. We were wondering where you were.
I had guests unexpectedly show up. But they came with a box of Girl Scout cookies, so I guess it's okay.
So it's allowed.
Yeah, are we doing WAD? Because we're not in the WAD channel.
Do you guys want to play WAD tonight? We can play WAD tonight.
Sure.
All right. We were just wasting time in Murder Miners while we waited for everyone to get online. Yeah!
I'd play Murder Miners too.
It's a tough one.
Really, it could go either way.
All right, I'm gonna end the game and alt tab out to my.
Nobody won.
Nobody won.
I couldn't figure out how to join the game. My overlay wouldn't pop up.
Okay, here we go. Got to get everything.
You
else
should have
set
just
up.
clicked join game because there was like 4 total,
Oh,
if that many.
Don't
Billy.
need that. I'm gonna go down to the World of Darkness channel so we're all clear what game we're playing.
Oh,
Here I go.
yeah.
There.
Yeah. Hey, how do I sound tonight?
Fine.
Good.
Good.
Okay.
Same as usual.
Very
Well,
dulcet tones.
Great. I got a monitor stand and I reconfigured my desk and now my mic is dead center of my desk pointed straight at my face in between my monitors. So
Hey, well,
It's
it's
like
working.
a metal cock.
Yeah.
what?
So it's like a metal cock.
Yeah, I guess that's yeah.
It kind of was before.
It was just off to the side so I could ignore it, but now it's right in my face.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Well, I'll try to resist the urge.
sort of like a metal cock.
Oh,
I can't help but notice that our friends Timmy and Albacore haven't. Oh, there's Albacore. He's got his own. He's got an avatar now.
I got an avatar.
It's beautiful too.
Thank you.
I'll be there in a second.
I probably need to find a new thing.
Something representative of your character, maybe.
So much
There.
typing. Clickety click click.
He's probably posting some crap on Facebook. That's his usual excuse for typing loudly.
True.
That is exactly what happened.
All right, I'm in.
You sure are.
There's a jukebox.
Yeah, so we could use the jukebox in Roll20 for playing atmospheric music instead of Rhythm Bot, but I just went with the first option that it presented itself. So I'm getting everything all set up here. Okay, hey, we got our first die roll of the evening, and it was a chance roll, and it did not succeed.
Yep.
Nice try.
Close though.
Yeah, you were as close as you can get to succeeding. Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna get these out of the way. Jesus.
Yeah, get. Last week we had a lot of real shitty rolls. Let's not do
Yeah,
that
right.
again. All right. Oh, that's way too loud.
Hey, Smoothie Cold gave us a new and improved Path of Exile build list.
He sure did.
Yeah, I did.
Look at him. Being such
Smoothie Cold's a
giver.
good guy.
Well, he's a guy.
He is, well, Is he a guy?
That's fair. I guess I don't know.
We always use the pronoun he.
It's a delightful thing.
That's because
I
it's
think
the English neutral, gender neutral pronoun.
He would have corrected us if we were
Oh,
wrong.
there's a lot of whoa man that or whatever with a Y in there instead of an E. That,
I think it's just pronounced women.
That's not a
right?
word.
Yeah.
shit. I don't know.
It's definitely
Listen.
not whoa, man.
It's definitely not whoa man. I don't want to tell you your business, but
woman,
I was flashing back to the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer. Whoa man,
I know exactly what you mean.
I'm glad because otherwise it'd be really weird.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
That's not weird.
I'm just humoring him.
I see. Good job.
OMG, hi, my favorite Magic Men, finally catching you guys live. I love you. Whoa, friend.
Magic Man.
Oh.
Slow
Moving a
down.
little quick there, man.
I don't throw out the L word on the first date.
Is someone hitting on you?
Yeah,
Who
I
is
think
it?
it's some weirdo online.
Okay,
It's all right. He doesn't
Press.
respond to people. He doesn't respond well to people who hit on him online. There's no history whatsoever that should cause you any concern.
She can't hear you right now.
Oh damn!
She'll have to watch the VOD later to get the joke.
And she will.
Or she will. Okay. Who wants to recap for a free XP point? Anyone?
I'll recap.
Liu, do it.
So we started the evening by stabbing the evil tree, and it bled.
It bled
And
human
then
blood.
We walked our way through the graveyard, and nothing much of consequence happened. We took forever trying to pull a bucket full of water up from a mysterious well, and after we all tried for a while, failed miserably, we just kind of gave up on that idea. I finally made it to the cabin, painfully, slowly investigated the cabin and its inscriptions, found our way in, eventually. Then Drewby knocked a door over. We found a piano, like the piano from Ghostbusters. We found a book that had some names written in it.
A lot of
Lots
names.
of names written in it. It appeared
Your
to be
description
bound
of the
with
name
human
thing-
flesh.
Let me bring that up after.
Then Drewby, after trying to be Burt Reynolds on a bearskin rug, found a trap door. We tried to open it a couple of times before realizing there was a padlock on it. We then, I don't remember. I think somebody picked the lock. We went down.
Didn't we try to shoot it first? As
Yeah,
you-
we tried to
Did a lot
find
of
it.
stupid shit.
It never escalated to the level of shooting, but you did do a lot of weird things to that poor door.
Then we eventually made our way down. We got the trapdoor open, made our way down into a sort of tunnel that had some stone slabs and covering holes along the wall. Came up across a flesh wall, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
And then
It did not have a nipple.
it did, yes, a nippleless flesh
It
wall.
was just sort of a doughy mass with no nipples or other distinguishing characteristics.
All right, and then we, I don't remember. I think Derby tried to make out with it or something, and then there was
I searched
a
it
loud
for a nipple.
crack. A loud crack, and all those stone covers that were previously mentioned broke, and skeletons, zombies, some kind of undead things crawled out.
Arms.
There was-
Nothing has crawled out yet, but
Oh, it's just arms.
yeah, just arms reaching up out of apparently graves. And it's sort of important what Drewby did at the flesh wall, so I will correct you slightly there. Fluke was at the head of the group, and she stopped at the wall, and Drewby tried to shove her into it.
Oh yeah,
But he failed. You know, among the parade of bad rolls, Drewby flunked in attempting to shove Fluke into the wall, and instead just face planted in it himself. Which is how he knows so much about it. So the reason that's material. Let me show you, I guess. Drag you all over to this. We have a weird little map
Is it a little map?
I feel like I'm playing
quite little.
Rampage. I feel like a giant gorilla.
I would like to climb up the right side of the tower and punch out the windows.
I still can't believe they're making a movie about that.
They're making a movie about Rampage.
Yeah, there's a movie called Rampage.
Don't worry, it's starring The Rock. It'll be fine.
Right.
Thomas Dwayne Johnson, though.
Okay.
He's a serious actor, man. No.
He was in
Okay.
Jumanji and Baywatch. He is not a serious actor.
So what color? I guess Drewby is piss yellow, or we'll call that gold. It's
Why am I piss yellow?
I'm looking at your
picked
color
it.
that you chose. You chose it. But Drewby's up here. Drewby's up here. Ooh, that's weird looking. I'm gonna get rid of that.
I'm still looking for that nipple.
Understandable.
You'll find it, man.
Thanks.
Keep looking, man. You'll
I
find
believe in you.
Right.
I don't want a square. All right, Drewby's a square.
That's fair.
it. Oh my.
Oh, who's getting all the messages, man?
And me. Nobody likes me.
Fluke is wearing blue jeans, so she's blue, and she's standing near the wall as well. Dewey, where are you at?
I thought I was. I don't remember.
Is the red circle
Well-
the ladder?
The red circles were the hole where you came down. The I'm gesturing on my screen as if you can see. The red circle is the hole where you guys came down. You can obviously see the the graves to either side, and then the pink flesh wall at the end of the tunnel.
I think I'm sort of in the middle-ish.
Okay.
I think I went up towards the front, if I remember right.
It doesn't seem like something you'd do.
Well, you were the last one through down the hole too, so I think.
Where is Albacore? Albacore, you were the first one down the hole. But
Yeah, so I'm probably between Sammy and Fluke. Yeah, sure, right there.
and Timothy.
Yeah, I'm up there with, like, slightly behind him.
Oh, behind him. Okay, let me move you behind him then.
All right, there. That looks good.
All right. And I butchered Shale's colors, so let me try that again. I want soda
care about
orange.
his color.
I care about your color too, and I got it right.
It's a bit off.
Okay.
Perfect.
So, yeah, there's a withered mummy hand apparently reaching up out of each of the 6 graves. I'm calling them graves, but they're holes in the ground. There were sarcophagus lids on top of each of them. Those have all cracked, and there's still rock dust floating down through the air all around you. Things are pretty quiet at the moment, though.
So they're just sticking up. They're not like grasping at us, or
No, they are reaching out of the graves.
aren't.
They have not started doing anything else.
All right. Anybody want to do something?
Any luck
I've got
on
an
that nipple,
idea, but
Drew?
you're probably not going to like it.
You seem to be the only one with an idea. So
I
I'm
want to
sorry, I
stab the
missed-
flesh
I missed
wall with
what
my
was happening.
knife.
This is all this is all a split second here. I mean, you're discussing. You if you want to do something, you go ahead. But this isn't the time to have conversations back and forth about.
okay, I'm gonna hit the nearest the upper left hand with my demolition hammer.
Ooh, all right. Let me draw the mummies, and they're black. Because I'm racist. So their skin is it's like a fine leather chair. It's dark brown and hardened.
So they're luxury zombies.
They're luxury zombies. You can see the stitching. It's pretty clear that there's like a specific look that the proprietor was going for. So you're swinging your demolition hammer at the top left zombie, the one over Fluke's shoulder.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you roll? Let's see here. Let me bring up your character sheet. Strength plus weaponry plus, and the demo hammer is 3B. So strength plus weaponry plus 3 plus 1 for being the first to act on what is at the moment an immobile object.
So 7. Come on, roll.
Jesus.
Oh, okay.
What?
Jesus.
What?
Jesus.
What?
Everything dies.
Well,
The hammer becomes sentient.
were you saving this up all last week?
Apparently.
Oh my god. All right. So before anything else happens,
Game 1.
well, Timmy
Whatever
moves
Drew
up.
was trying to do with the flesh probably happens too.
Timmy, well, we won't get into that yet. Drew's thing is his thing. Wow. So, okay. So, before anyone has had a chance to act, Timmy springs into action and hurls his demolition hammer like fucking Thor. And, 8. Okay, well. The arm just completely shatters, totally obliterated, all the way down to the shoulder. And you haven't even looked into the grave yet, but as far as I'm aware, none of you have looked into any of the graves yet. But whatever's in there makes a sound like a bowl full of Rice Krispies being getting milk poured on it. And that zombie is that mummy's taken care of.
Did I accidentally hit any of the other zombies?
Well, you'd need quite a reach. So I'm going to say no. But that was pretty amazing. Okay. Well, the other zombies are now going to act.
Their heads drop back down.
Never mind.
Let's go back over.
We're just gonna hang out.
I'm half tempted to have them do that. Zombie number 2 begins crawling out of the sarcophagus, and you get a better view at it. It looks a little like you imagine Betty White must look when she's naked.
Except brown.
Sexy.
Except like a fine leather chair, covered in, again, like 2,000-year-old paper mache. It's like yellowed. You would call it newspaper, but they probably didn't have newspaper 2,000 years ago. And it's got some of the same sort of scripts scribbled all over it that you saw covering nearly everything upstairs. It's all the same language. It has a golden circlet around its head and a number of bracelets and rings around its wrists and fingers. It looks pretty regal. It looks like it was a king or a lord or something lying in state down here. But now it's just emitting a bit of a snarl and flipping over onto all fours and crawling out of a sarcophagus. Sort of an undignified way to do king business. And all the rest follow suit and climb their way out of the sarcophagi. And we're going to have to establish a turn order at this point. So why doesn't everybody give me an initiative roll, which is... I think you roll... Yeah, so your initiative number on your sheet, just roll that many... No. Hang on.
No.
I gotta remember how the fucking initiative roll works. We haven't had combat in like 3 months.
Dexterity plus composure, it says.
That's how you determine your initiative. I
Don't we just tell you what it is?
No. No. So you roll. I think you roll a d10 and then add the actual result, like a 7 or a 6 or whatever, to your initiative score, and then that's your initiative for this combat.
Sounds right.
I think initiative's like the only time that you use the value.
Oh wow, I got an 8.
8 plus what?
No, I got an 8 total.
8.
I have 7 total, actually.
All right. So Dewey is at 7.
I'm at 15.
Oh, I'm not the worst.
Timmy
I'm
is
at
at 8.
17.
Drew, what were you at?
I rolled a 5 plus 10, so
And
So 15.
Albacore is at 17.
17.
Wow.
9 plus 8.
All right. Well, let me roll for the mummies. They've got the jump on you, but let's see where they land in the order after this turn. That's pretty darn good.
well, apparently I rolled multiple times because I didn't know what I was doing. So, but the 15 is actually the second lowest I got. So, whatever.
Well, I'll take it. Maybe only roll once though. Next time.
Yeah.
Well,
in the
I
future.
didn't know I was trying to figure out what the hell I was doing, and I didn't know it was doing that every time. Also, hit refresh so you can see my new avatar that I fixed, so that I'm more appropriate to my character.
I don't want to refresh the.
I'm afraid I'll
Alright.
lose everything.
Yeah, I don't want to lose everything.
What are you
Can
gonna
I-
lose?
Nice.
Well,
This
All
fancy
right.
drawing. The rampage
well,
building.
the drawing's not going to go away, but
I was considering taking a cropping that fan art we were sent, and making
It
that
was
my.
wildly appropriate. Oh, and it didn't even freaking. Oh, there it did.
Yeah, I see it.
If somebody does that, I will update my avatar. But it might actually do work. It was enough work finding this picture.
so now only Dewey appears to be something other than Dewey.
Yes.
That's actually Dewey. That's how he does.
He's actually.
He's
Got
a
his
really
crossbacks
big fan
there.
of Boba Fett.
All right, so the zombies, the mummies' first turn was spent crawling up out of the graves, more or less. But now we're around to the top of the initiative order, and it's Albacore's turn. What would Albacore like to do on his first turn?
Where's Fluke? She's not on the map.
You're right. I need to
blue
roll.
one.
No, she's the blue one, but I need to roll initiative for Fluke. Let me do
Oh,
that.
sorry. My apologies.
Okay, I have rolled initiative for
man.
Fluke. Let me put her on the order as well. So the order is Albacore, then Mummies, then Sammy, then Fluke, then Timmy, then Dewey. And I am looking up the stats on these mummies, so I'm prepared the next time somebody does 8 damage to one.
Get ready, it's gonna be soon. It's not gonna be me.
That's the best roll I'm ever gonna roll.
It was a good roll. You took out 1/6 of the enemy force here.
It's a very good roll.
So, Albacore?
Alright, so I guess what I'm going to do is try to, like... Well, I'll tell you what I want to do. You tell me if I can do all this in one turn. I don't recall.
Okay.
I want to kind of move toward Sammy and Fluke while slashing at zombie on the right, at the top right of the image. Kind of, closing our ranks and also making an attack.
So you want to get... I made you skinnier. That's not what I wanted to do. It's a little fiddly.
Oh, come on, man!
Gotta lay off that Denny's food.
So you want to
I want
position
to
yourself...
smoke and drink coffee.
You want to position yourself a little closer to... There. A little...
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Okay. And that's fine. And then you want to swing at Mummo number 2 with what?
With my accursed.
A little
bone
bit of
knife.
Monica. Would you like to swing at Mambo number?
Your one lethal bone knife?
That's the one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Then roll strength plus weaponry plus 1.
Oh, this is gonna be real impressive, guys.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Oh!
Oh.
The mummy's hand grasps your wrist as you swing,
Oh.
and you don't feel a magical chill or anything along those lines, but it halts your swing entirely. It has quite a grip.
That sounds bad.
Well, it's not good. Let's see if someone can deal 8 damage to this thing before it gets a chance to act. And now it's the mummy's turn. So,
Hooray.
in unison, the 5 remaining mummies begin, strangely enough, singing what sounds like a hymn in some language. It might be the same language, but you haven't heard it spoken before.
So it's not Atlantean.
Well, it's a form of Atlantean, but again, it's a dialect. So hearing it spoken and seeing it written are sort of 2 different skill sets. But you could make some educated guesses if you had the time and wherewithal to do so as to what they were singing or what the lyrics were. But it sounds like a song.
Let's get to killing.
That's the song. It's a battle hymn. The battle hymn of the Let's Get to Killin' Republic.
So I'm trying to rally our troops.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have your... Yeah, you've got your mage armor up. What's your defense and armor? Your armor would just be... How many dots do you have in your primary arcanum?
I have 3.
3. So you've got...
That's on my
I presume you've got 3 your 3 armor from your armor spell then. So 3 defense and 3 armor subtracts 6 dice from the roll I'm about to make, which is wonderful for you.
Glad to hear it.
And I'm making a note so I don't forget. Okay, so take those 6 dice out, hot damn, and then roll the rest.
Which sounds like 4 or 5 still.
It's good ear, and it rolled really well. I'm very sorry, my friend.
Oh no!
Oh, it rolled real well.
You have died.
I rolled 5 dice and I got 4 successes. 2 of them were 10s, so I re-rolled and got another success. So 5 successes on 5 dice. That's not good. So the mummy it kind of makes sense, I guess. In fact, I should have accounted for this in the roll. It has hold of you. It's got you grappled, and it pulls you in while it's singing, and its other arm comes around in a big old roundhouse, and it just completely mauls the side of your head.
Great.
So, take 5 bashing wounds.
Oh shit!
5?
5 bashing wounds.
All right. So when do I die?
Not for a while. Yeah, no, it's so. Bashing wounds.
Luckily, the bashing wounds heal fast.
Well, yes, but once your health bar is all full of bashing wounds, then it starts to have ill effects on you, and any further wounds you take will upgrade the bashing wounds to lethal wounds. And once your bar is full of lethal wounds, you're unconscious. Let me find that and make sure I'm 100% correct, because
probably
something tells me it's going to be
right.
important to know. Where have I taken notes on combat? Let's just look at the rulebook. Holy crap. There's a couple of hard-hitting turns here right at the beginning.
Well, we
Norland,
took
you
out one
still
of
got your
theirs. They're
hammer?
taking out one of ours.
They're working on it. Oh, where's fucking like? health
So this.
wounds?
Let me get this straight. He swung at the zombie with the bone knife completely. Well, it got grabbed. They grabbed his arm. The zombies then started singing, and then he smashed him in the face.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Whose turn?
All of the zombies started singing. Well, it's still the mummy turn. I'm just trying to make sure I've got combat right here before we move on. I'm always super prepared for this. We spent the whole week getting ready for combat, and wound.
Dooby dooby doo.
In my defense, it was a long week.
You act like you work for a tax company in late March.
You're right. It's weird that I would keep bringing that up. Okay, here we go. If you're curious, applying damage begins on page 171 of the World of Darkness rulebook.
Oh, goodness.
So
That's what I happen to be looking at just now.
So,
That's not true.
when your character acquires a mixture of bashing, lethal, or aggravated damage, blah blah blah. What happens when the whole bar is full?
They pee themselves.
No, that's not right.
Are you
Any oh shit! Anytime all of a character's health boxes are marked, regardless of the type of damage, he has a bashing slash remaining in his rightmost box. A reflexive stamina roll is made for him to remain conscious. So you take one more wound, and you are at risk of falling unconscious.
Oh, good.
Unless
I'm sure that won't happen.
unless the resident healer does something for you. Right now, the resident healer is standing at the back of the group and about to be surrounded by mummies.
Sweet.
Move your ass, bitch.
Oh my
It's
God.
not my turn yet.
That's not my problem.
These are very strategically minded.
Yeah,
mummies here.
well, they're moving toward the mass of people, and I'm about to roll to see what they decide to do. Even they go for Timmy. Even they go forward and go for either Timmy or Albacore. Odd, they go for Dewey. And it is odd.
Sweet.
They're going for Dewey. Dewey, how much armor and defense do you have on your character sheet? Let's take a look.
Think defensive thoughts.
So you have
I
three
prefer
dot-
thinking offensive thoughts.
So you've got your life armor up, so that's worth 3 armor, and you've got 2 defense, so you've got a total of 5 here that I'm going to have to subtract from my dice rolls. Okay. Wow, look at that. It's a butt. Okay. Roll number 1 is considerably less lethal, but still not great for my friend here in orange. 3 bashing wounds from attack number 1. And 2 from attack number 2. So a total of 5. So just as bad as Albacore got.
You dead?
Nobody
Oh,
should be
fine.
dead yet.
I've got 3 whole things left of no wounds.
Mummy number 4.
Granted, I have 2 more zombies that'll, come after me, but
Yeah, they sort of shuffle at a slow pace, and you're a good 10 feet away, so
You'll
you're
be
okay
fine.
for now.
So they're just closing the gap at this point.
And in fact, zombie number 5 is struggling to get out of his sarcophagus, so it's not the end of the world yet. Whose turn is it? It's Sammy's turn.
All right. So do I use my turn to pull out my bat, or do I have my bat out?
Do you have quick draw?
I do have quick draw for firearms.
Well, you can quickly draw a firearm then, or you
Then
can
I will quickly draw my Glock.
All right.
I will shoot it at the one who currently has Albacore in his grasp. I will
Oh,
aim
good.
it at his forehead. Or his
Forehead.
head. Just his
Okay.
head.
Okay.
So it's an aimed shot.
Yeah.
Please don't miss and shoot me in the face.
So what am I doing here?
Well, you're pretty close.
Don't get
So
zero
you're
successes.
you're going to roll. Let me look.
Wait,
at your
I have
character
fast reflexes. Did that matter earlier on?
sheet. It should have. You should have had a. Actually, no. It adds something to your initiative. So your initiative score. So that should be accounted for already.
Did it add
think.
1? Because I have 2 in fast reflexes. I have 5 for composure, 4 for dexterity, and I have 10 for initiative.
Sounds like
Because whatever, I'll
Dexterity
remember
plus
it next time.
composure should be.
I think the order is still
9.
the same, though.
Yeah, he had a
If you
much
had
better
rolled
roll.
differently. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, look up fast reflexes and tell me if we're doing it wrong. But you may have upped.
I'll look at it when it's not my turn.
I think
Alright.
I think maybe what happened there is you upped your composure when we remembered that you get an extra dot in composure because you're Thyrsus or whatever you are, Acanthus.
Yeah, sure.
And then you never increased your initiative. So, increase your initiative and remember it next time you roll.
Well, I'll check that later.
Yeah. Anyway, so you're rolling dexterity plus firearms, and you don't have a specialty. So just dexterity plus firearms plus 2 for the Glock, and then
I lose something for the aimed shot,
yes, I
right?
think it's a minus. Well, let me look it up. I've got it right here. Aiming. No. I thought I had it right here. An aimed shot. Where is it? Come on, Jesus.
take the wheel.
Specified target. Head -3. So, dexterity plus firearms plus 2 -3.
Okay, I feel like I need to save my friend, so I'm using willpower, so I'm get 7.
Ooh, all right. One success.
Shit.
You're welcome, friend.
Well, you didn't totally fumble.
But you didn't shoot me in the head.
Yeah.
Hey, what is a quick question? What is it? Iron. I have iron stamina. It says can ignore negative modifiers when resisting fatigue or injury. What does that mean?
Well, when you're resisting fatigue or injury, you know, if you're poisoned or if you're just,
Okay,
you know,
gotcha.
if it's cold out or
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
not from nothing. It has nothing to do with being attacked.
no.
Just want to double check.
Okay, so you got one success. Sammy whips his Glock out at light speed and points it at Mumbo number one's forehead and squeezes off a perfect shot. Nails it right in the forehead. And this results in a sort of an unsatisfying cloud of dust. But otherwise, not too much has happened.
He doesn't even release him.
No.
Ah,
Let me mark down everybody's hit points. I think that's the only one that's taking damage right now, other than the one that's lying in pieces and
Completely destroyed.
Okay. All right, then we are on to, unless you want to move, Drew / Sammy.
can I? I can't draw my bat with the remainder of my move.
No, it's an action to draw your bat. So,
Okay, well then,
you,
I'm gonna stay
generally
up.
speaking, you can move and you can take an action.
Okay, I'm gonna stay where I am because
Okay.
I'm about as far away from anything as I can get.
Yeah, unless you want
I,
to.
I guess I could like stand behind Fluke and be like, "Do something, bitch."
Unless you want to merge with the infinite and step into the wall again or something.
Keep looking at it for that nipple.
Yeah, I go back to looking for the nibble.
Well, coincidentally enough, it's Fluke's turn. Let me see what Fluke
He's gonna
decides
go.
to do.
Yeah, well, you guys are idiots and not do anything to help us.
Sounds right.
Well,
Yep.
we'll see.
He's just gonna portal somewhere.
All right, so what Fluke does, she's got a barrier of beefy men in front of her. So rather than focus on the mummies, she turns around and pulls out her knife and begins inspecting the flesh wall. And this is the knife that, well, you're familiar with this knife. She does not take any further actions at this point, but she looks like she's gearing up to do some stabbing. Timmy.
Damn it! I knew I should have just stabbed them.
I'm gonna, since I already have my demolition hammer out, I'm gonna move toward the zombie on the left there and just take a crack at it.
Okay. So you're moving closer to that one?
That's right.
Okay.
Kick its ass, Seabass.
It's demo hammer time, baby. That
So
would be
strength, weaponry,
strength plus weaponry plus, was it 2 for, let me see here.
It's 3 for the
Hammer's
demo.
3. 3. It's a really good weapon. Okay.
Okay. So I will roll 6. I'm gonna use the willpower and roll 7.
Oh, wait. Willpower gives you
Can I
3
do
more
that?
dice.
Oh, 3 more dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 9. Alright, let's make this good.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it's not like last time, but we.
I'm disappointed in you.
No, we're all very proud of you, Norlin.
Okay, thank you.
Timmy takes a couple of strides forward and swings his demo hammer in another mighty arc, looking extremely confident, and strikes a glancing blow across the mummy's torso. This mummy stops its singing for a moment and staggers.
Oh, man.
It's just gonna get mad that you interrupted his singing.
I was in the middle of a hymn, man. What are you doing? Now, unless you want, no, you've moved and you've taken an action. So,
Yep.
Dewey.
I'm done.
I feel like I wouldn't have come down here without my crossbow out. Just want to say that.
Well, you would have come down without your crossbow out because you couldn't have climbed down without both hands. But if you want to tell me you would have drawn it immediately upon.
Oh yes, I wouldn't have gone into a dark basement without my crossbow out.
Okay.
Okay, start whirlwinding.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I kind of thought about
Whirlwind.
that. So I can move and do an action.
You can move and take an action. You're sort of surrounded at the moment, but they're not. They're not. Stone Cold Steve Austin or anything. They can.
Right.
You can probably get past them, but we'll see.
I understood that reference.
So which? Yeah. First, I'm gonna get away from these guys a little bit. I'm gonna move up towards the flesh wall.
Okay.
Gonna try to do that.
Up towards Albacore or next to Timmy
Yeah.
or farther?
Kinda,
or...
Yeah. Just up. Well, yeah. I'd probably try to get up towards, in between them. Just so I'm not
Like there?
between these two. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
And then let's see. What do I want to do?
Do
Wait,
what you want
so-
because the pirate is free.
Huh?
Nothing. Sometimes I just sing pirate songs.
The zombie that's next to Albacore, is that the one that one's still singing? The one that Timothy hit isn't, right?
The
Right.
one next to Timmy has paused in its hymnary. The other 4 are all still chanting.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot the one next to Albacore.
So wait, I shot him in the face and he didn't stop singing?
Nope.
God damn.
It's a really important song, Drew.
Bashing. I don't know.
I think I want to aim for his throat.
Okay.
Nice.
They don't even they don't have lungs or a diaphragm. I don't think the songs are coming. They're not corporeal. Corporeal.
It's
Corporeal,
an
yes.
incorporeal song. Okay,
So it really doesn't matter where I shoot him. Then is what you're saying?
specified
That's what I'm
target.
saying.
Specified
No,
target.
listen
Torso.
Don't
minus
aim,
1,
just
make it
fire.
round.
You'll take a detriment to your aiming. So
You
just
will, yeah,
fire
you'll-
away.
You'll take a
So
minus
just shoot
3
at
if
the
you.
body.
Just shoot. Just don't fucking care. Just fire wildly. Apparently, it works better that way.
Well, I can aim in the general direction of the
No.
zombie.
No, just point into the void and hope for the best.
I'm just gonna shoot at the zombie. Nothing specific.
Okay. Well then, Let me remind myself. I believe you do have specialty in crossbaxes.
Yes.
So dexterity plus
I just swing the damn thing.
dexterity plus firearms plus 1 for the specialty, plus 3 for the crossbow part of the crossbacks.
Okay.
So what is that? That's the 2
10.
plus.
And I got 1 success.
Wow!
Wow.
Holy shit, you are terrible. Steal Timothy's framing hammer next time.
So a bolt flings its way out of Dewey's crossbacks and pegs the mummy right in the leg. And there's a gold chain kind of drooping down there, perhaps attached to an ancient wallet. And
Douchebag.
the bolt actually severs that chain, which still does not cause the mummy to cease its singing, but it does look down from where it's got albacore in its grip to the chain you've just broken.
Right.
And Drew grabs the wallet before it hits the ground.
I would like to find the hidden hoard.
Albacore.
Well, at least I distracted him.
Mm-hmm.
Am I still grappled?
You are still grappled.
So it got
Well, he's
shot in
not
the
looking at
head
you
and the
anymore.
leg and broke its golden chain, but it has not released me.
It has not released its grip on your wrist. You
Oh,
can
all
you
right.
can spend an action attempting to break free, which is your strength plus brawl minus the mummy's strength, and any successes
That's a poor
indicate you have
choice.
broken free. Or you can swing at it again, although your knife is currently being held immobile.
Oh, good.
Swing with your other hand. You won't expect it.
Just fist punch him.
Yes, just fist punch him.
Right in the giblets.
He Albacore shrieks, ah! And boom, 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 just starts punching wildly.
What do you want?
I don't know what to do.
What is your strength plus brawl?
1.
Is it 1 or is it 0 because you're unskilled in brawl?
That would make it 0.
No, so it would be a willpower thing, or a chance roll.
I think I want to try to cast Celestial Fire on this fucker.
Ah, okay. Do you have that as a rote?
I do not.
Okay, then it's
I
just
don't think I do. Let me double check.
it's not on your list of rotes.
Then I do not.
So, Gnosis plus Prime, plus 3 for an
it's a mummy.
unspecified reason.
Flammable. Mummies are flammable, folks.
Good
Okay,
to
so
know.
Gnosis plus Prime plus 3.
Yes.
Is there anything with this where I can spend mana or anything?
You would spend mana if you wanted to turn it into if you wanted to make it not vulgar or something, but I assume that's not a primary
There's no
concern.
normies here, so I'm not too worried about
Well,
it.
vulgar is vulgar no matter what. Is this a vulgar spell?
It is.
So this is gonna cause a paradox die roll, regardless of whether anyone sees it or not, because reality is watching.
So are you saying I can spend mana to prevent that?
Let me look.
'Cause I thought it's really only an issue if a normie sees it.
Nope. If a sleeper sees a what's the other kind of spell? Not vulgar, but the aspect is covert. If a a diet medium-sized spell, if a sleeper sees a covert spell and finds it, unsettling or hard to believe, then that elevates a covert spell to the realms of paradox. But
There's no sleepers here.
no, there are not. But this is a vulgar spell, and vulgar causes paradox no matter what. Or
So,
can
so
cause
this is
paradox.
the thing where I'm literally pulling fire from.
You are pulling
the
fire
other
from the astral
realm,
realm and across
and it
the.
might bring something with it.
Well, I mean, if it
Or
goes
something might happen
if it goes very very badly, yes. So, what you can do here, you're going to have a paradox roll no matter what, but you can either cast the spell as a rote to get -1 dice in the paradox pool, or you can spend a point of mana, and per point of mana you spend, you get -1 die in the paradox pool. Or you can use a magical tool for another -1 die. This is just going to be your first vulgar spell of the scene here, so I think it's only a 1 die roll. So if you want to just take that chance, you can. And at most, I'll get 1 success, which means the very lowest level of paradox occurs. Or you can spend a point of mana and negate it entirely, and that means I won't even get to roll. Actually, I think I get a chance die, but
I think we
So-
chance it.
Does that mean point of order? Does that mean another vulgar spell will still be considered casting like vulgar number 1, or will it be paradox roll number 2?
it'll be at that point I will have 2 dice in my paradox pool, and you'll have to do something to and even if I roll 2 dice and you don't spend any mana to lower that to 1 or 0, if I roll 2 dice and get 2 successes, you can still absorb those successes as bashing wounds, although I wouldn't advise it in your current state. But you can absorb those successes and prevent, an actual paradox from manifesting.
All right, I'm going to spend a mana.
It's actually kind of hard to get a paradox to happen. You can shrink the paradox pool. You can mitigate the successes by taking bashing wounds. So you're going to spend a point of mana, and that means that you have I get a chance die. But other than that, go ahead and cast your spell.
All right, and the spell was Prime plus Gnosis plus 3
Plus
for
3,
an
yes.
unspecified reason.
Yes, and if you want to spend a willpower, this isn't the bad time for it.
I'm going to do that. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to die if I don't. So that gives me 11 dice.
Roll, baby.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yes.
Oh, I see at least a couple of 10s in there. There we go, 4 successes. That is pretty darn good. Now I get my chance die. I'll roll it out here for everyone to see. 0 successes.
Failure.
Okay. All right, 4 successes. Wow. Okay, so you.
Now I'm being grappled by a flaming zombie.
Yes.
Awesome.
So mummy number 1 here, who has hold of Albacore's arm. Albacore, I don't want to speak for you, but he looks a little freaked out. And he lashes out with magical energy that you've seen before. But never quite this brilliantly. It's never been this all-consuming. He reaches out with his bad hand, given that his good weapon hand is the one being grasped, and he swipes it across the mummy's body and annihilates a good portion of its chest cavity. It's as if it's like he's waving his arm through a column of soap bubbles. And the borders of the area that he has affected are singed and charred and glowing embers. And the zombie ceases its singing and lets go of his hand. But it does not fall over and die.
Oh.
I would do I also get to move?
You can move.
I would like to retreat toward the flesh wall and kind of cower in the corner, as it were.
Which corner?
Left.
The left corner.
Over by Fluke.
Why don't you give me a quick dexterity plus athletics roll to see if you trip on the sarcophagus on your way past it.
Really?
Just in case. You're under duress.
All right. I feel like I should use willpower.
Nice.
Two
You're fine.
successes.
You're fine.
Successfully tripped.
And you take 2 points of damage. All right. Okay, you've freed yourself, and now it's the mummy's turn because Yeah, I mean, that's real good you saved yourself there, because that's real bad. Because it's the mummy's turn now. This one here, mummy number 1, that just let go of you and is now missing a good portion of its chest cavity.
Is it currently on fire?
It's, as I said, there are glowing cinders in its chest, but it's not, it's not a bonfire.
It's not
or
a
anything.
flame. Okay.
No. The only thing holding it up right now is its spine. It doesn't really have much of a rib cage through the middle anymore. And it seems to be trying to sort itself out this turn. It would really like to resume singing, but it doesn't seem to have lungs. Zombie number 2.
It needs lungs for singing. Interesting.
Sure. Wouldn't you?
Well, Druby assumed it was non-corporeal singing before.
He did speculate.
How the hell? They don't have lungs.
Well, that one doesn't. You're
no more.
welcome.
So Timmy smacked zombie number 2. I keep saying zombie. They are mummies. Mummy number 2 is going to smack him back. It stopped singing, and now it's focused on Timmy. Its empty eye sockets. I say empty, but there's withered flesh around them, and they are recessed far enough that you're not sure whether there's any withered eyeballs inside, but they look empty. You get the impression that it's staring straight at you, nonetheless. Remind me, your defense plus armor.
5.
5. So I get this many. The mummy bares its crooked teeth and does 1 bashing point of damage to Timmy, swinging its bejeweled arm in his direction.
One? Really?
1. Yes.
1?
1.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're so weak. Look at your picture. What
I'm
did you
pretty
expect?
defensive.
Zombie number 3 tries to shoulder its way past Dewey, and it kind of bumps into him and gets distracted. It's like it didn't even see him there. But now it sees him, so it turns. And while singing its beautiful hymn, it takes a crack at Dewey. Dewey, your armor and defense, was it 6?
Armor 5.
Okay.
You'll be fine, buddy.
Everything's gonna be
We believe
good.
in you.
Let me pull up the character sheets here. See how much damage you took. Okay. You've taken some damage already. So, here we go. Zombie number 3 attacking Dewey. Ugh. Two more bashing wounds.
Time to hide in the corner.
It in spite of what I said earlier, it in fact is a mummy of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And as it runs past, it raises its arm and attempts to clothesline you. And right across the neck, you take 2 bashing wounds.
Oh no.
What does that leave you at?
1.
Yeah, real
1.
bad. Okay. Zombie number 4 is getting kind of hungry, and it lurches forward. It wants to join the fight. Same for zombie number 5. Oh, let me make sure it actually gets out of the sarcophagus this time. It does. Okay. Sammy.
Yeah. I would like to cast Lucky Coin on his demo hammer.
Ah, interesting.
Oh, sweet.
Let's remind the GM what Lucky Coin does.
It grants good fortune to a lifeless object and gives equipment dice bonus to a targeted object.
Equipment dice bonus. Yep. So it's another +1
For every success?
on the demo hammer. It's another die he gets to roll when he attacks with it.
Okay. Do I have to roll to do it, or does it just happen?
Let me look at the spell.
Because there's a dice pool with a called Fate.
Yeah. Well, there's a dice pool for casting it as a rote, but if you want to cast it with just Gnosis plus Fate, let me look and see.
I have it. It is a rote for me.
Oh, all right. Well, then that's your dice pool. Let me see what you get for additional successes. It's on page 155.
I get 8 dice for this, so I feel pretty good.
On the turn after casting, the targeted object receives a dice bonus equal to the spell's successes, up to a maximum of the caster's fate dots. So,
I'm sorry.
what?
You tried.
One?
One.
All right. So
I did it just for you, man.
You're gonna have to remember this, Norland, because I'm not gonna. But you get an extra
All
die
right.
next time you roll.
Oh, just next time? Okay.
I think it's just next time.
Yeah, I think it's a one-time thing.
All right. So that's Sammy, and now it's Fluke's turn. Fluke walks right up to the wall and glances over her shoulder with an imperiled look in her eye, and then turns around and jams her knife as deep as she can get it into the flesh wall. There's no time to ask her what she's up to. There's no time to test anything out. For all you know, she's experimenting. She just wants to get away from these mummies.
She didn't find the nipple.
There's no nipple as far as she can see either. And let me see how she does on her attack roll. Two successes.
I forgot. I would like to move into that right corner, that upper right corner.
All right. So you're leaving poor Fluke alone in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah.
And she.
I regret nothing. I
she
hate that
doesn't.
bitch. Remember?
We all remember. She doesn't seem like she's been trained in the use of a knife, and she just sort of stabs it. I mean, I get it's sort of like a girl stab, you know, like. But she sticks it straight into the wall, and it recoils and quivers a bit, and you hear from somewhere in the mountain a deep grunt of pain, and the wall sort of begins to slide sideways, taking the knife and Fluke with it. And that's all that happens on her turn. It's sliding from left to right on the map here.
Meaning she's gone now, or she's shifted right a couple feet?
She's right up in Sammy's grill at the moment.
Hey, how you doing?
She's and now that she's closer, you can see that she's frantically clutching her knife handle, trying to keep hold of it as the wall, or whatever it is, drags it to the side of the hallway. And now it is Timmy's turn.
Well, I was going to go wail on the wall, but it seems like it's moving, so it's probably going to be open at some point.
Knock one of these bitches down with your extra dice.
Hey, you've got an extra die. I remember you've got an extra die.
Let's see. So there's...
Fuck up one of the ones that's doing okay.
Somebody in the YouTube chat is mad at my use of the phrase girl stab. And you know what? I apologize. I should have been able to come up with some better adjectives there.
I'm going to hit the one that is attacking Dewey.
Okay.
With my
there's
+1.
She's moved toward the group a little bit, too.
Yeah, I'm going to move sort of around behind Dewey.
Okay.
You just gonna run and gun? Just start wailing in a circle as you run towards the flesh wall?
Sure, yeah.
So you're gonna strike zombie mummy number 2 there. That's taken a couple of hits already, or you're going to strike at the one right next to Dewey that was attacking him last turn.
The one that was attacking him.
Okay. Well, You know the drill.
that's-
Strength plus
that's-
weaponry plus 3 for the hammer.
And plus your one,
Plus 1.
because
Thank
you
you.
have a lucky coin.
A lucky coin
So
hammer.
lucky.
2 successes.
2 successes.
You're lucky you had that extra one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. 2 successes.
The last roll was a 1, Drew.
Yeah, that's not the dice. It was the third dice. That was
Oh, okay.
the fifth dice.
It was all the dice. Don't worry about it.
Shit.
All right, so 2 more wounds on this guy are enough to stop him singing. I think there's only 3 mummies left in the choir at the moment. It sounds kind of like a Gregorian chant, but not with the like pretty pentatonic, human readable kind of melody. It's very well.
Wait,
Yeah.
shouldn't it be two left singing?
Yeah,
now?
it's 2. Because I stopped the one, I just stopped that one, and the flame stopped the.
Ah, okay.
Albacore, like
It's
ripped
just
the
the
lungs
back
out of the
chicken
other
that
one.
are singing yet.
Okay, so there's 2 left singing. All right. The choir is ever smaller. If that's it for Timmy, then we are on to Dewey.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna get the hell away from these things
Good call.
Push him away.
and move over by Albacore. And then I'm going to cast self-healing
Ah, self-healing.
with some willpower.
Let's look that up. Self-healing.
Does it sound like a girl chant?
I heal
Hey,
my own
girl
wounds,
team,
1 bashing
girl
or 1
It does not sound like a
one
girl
lethal
chant.
per success.
Yes, 1 bashing or 1 lethal per success, and you get. Have you got it as a rote?
No, because none of these fuckers have things that could teach me rotes.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think it,
But like I said, I'm gonna
sounds
use
like a
willpower.
pit bull licking its testicles.
So it's
So I think it's
life
Gnosis plus life,
life plus gnosis plus 3. Yep.
so 9. So that's good.
Hopefully.
Ooh. All right.
Better than
Heal-
nothing.
Yeah, heal 3 of those bashing wounds. I mean, you're not spick and span or anything, but anyone watching Dewey will note that he stands a little taller, and some of his wounds seem to close up.
You should move back toward the wall, too.
I think he did.
Oh,
And that
wait. Oh,
used
that's
a
me.
mana, so-
That's me that's still out there. I'm going to
Yeah,
get bashing wounded.
you're the one still out there. You are going to be in some dire straits in a moment, but for now, we're on to Albacore.
Money for nothing and the chicks are free.
Oh boy,
I don't understand the reference, but
me neither.
She said dire straits.
It's true, he did.
fair enough.
All right, so if I remember this all correctly, the 3 that are closest to us are not singing.
Correct.
Yep.
Very closest one has taken some significant damage. The next one has taken some damage, and same with the third one. I think I'm going to stay where I'm located and fire a shot with my wolf gut sling.
Oh, okay.
Do I need to like have a stone, or can we assume I find one on the ground?
Well, there are busted up thing. Doesn't he have to draw it?
Yeah, you will.
Do I
He's
have
got
to
it.
draw it?
He's got it. You've got it in your pocket right now, and yeah, you will have to draw it.
All right. Well, let's see. That may change my decision.
You've still got your bone knife out, but of course you're far away from any mummies.
Yeah.
I think by design.
Right. Yes, definitely by design.
You could throw your acid bomb.
Would I have to draw that as well?
Yeah, but drawing a wolf gut sling, loading it up with a stone, and beginning the process of swinging it around your head for the first time in your life. I would say you probably are not going to get all of that done with one action. Fumbling an acid bomb out of your jacket and flicking whatever wick you've got on the top of it and tossing it, I would let you do all of that in one turn.
That's because I'm not going to be able to throw it.
Trying to hit me in the head.
and it's
please.
going to land right at your feet, and it's going to kill you and Dewey. I can't wait.
And instead, I would like to hand one of them to Dewey. Or my acid bomb. I'm going to just hand my acid bomb to Dewey.
You're assuming Dewey's any better at throwing than you are. Let's see here. Dewey has 1 point in athletics, and
Oh, me too.
enough points in strength and dexterity to really do it either way. You know, you've got 4 points in dexterity. You don't have to throw a Roger Clemens fastball. You could just lob it carefully and aim with
Maybe use
dexterity.
some willpower. Think of my poor head.
I don't know that I want to throw it near you, though.
Oh.
I kind of want to throw it at the stragglers.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
All right, I will throw my acid bomb at mummy number 3.
Okay, that's the one sort of in the middle.
Yes.
All right.
What do I roll?
And then aim the cone.
That's a great question. What do you roll? Let's see here.
Flashback cone.
It's
behind
probably
them.
going to be dexterity plus athletics, and that might be it. But
Plus 2 for the bomb.
plus 2 for the bomb itself. Yeah. Let me look here though. Well, actually no. So what we're going to do here is. There's got to be rules for grenades. Let me look up the grenades. like tossing it is a matter of dexterity and aiming and timing, but then how much the thing does when it explodes, you would think that would be pretty much not tied to your dexterity.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Like,
Explosives.
it's not going to have a larger explosive radius because I'm very dexterous.
Right.
Unless I get it to land just right.
So you do need to throw it, and then it has a blast area and a damage rating. Anyone in the area suffers the listed damage automatically. So this should be way more than 2 aggravated. It should be like 4 aggravated or something. Because it doesn't benefit from your roll. It just does an amount of damage. So let's pretend all those acid bombs are 4A instead of 2A, and then you can just hope it doesn't land at your feet.
Great. So what do I roll to throw it then?
Before I just say, yeah, sure, 4 damage, let me take one last look here and find some table somewhere with explosives on it and see what is the correct order of magnitude for damage here. Explosives chart. That sounds good. Yeah, 4 is pretty much in line with, like a concussion grenade or a, something, a stick of dynamite. Shale, you got to tell me about these muriatic acid bombs. Are they more of a Molotov cocktail or more of a grenade?
More of a grenade.
All right, 4 aggravated it is, and a blast area of 3. What does that mean? 3 meters, 3 feet. Who cares? It'll hit all these guys. All right, so we're gonna see how well you can aim, though. And that is throwing, which is on a different page. But I think it's going to be dexterity plus athletics. Strength plus athletics if you're trying to hurl it a long ways, but you're not.
It's only like 10 feet.
Dexterity plus athletics plus equipment. I guess we could give you, whatever. Dexterity plus athletics. Roll it.
I'm going to use willpower because I really don't want this landing at my feet. Or
Dexterity.
Timmy. So dexterity plus athletics gives me 5. Plus 3 for willpower is 8.
I see a 10.
All right, 2 successes is enough.
Whew.
You want to place it right in the middle of the 3 of them, or what?
Yeah, if I can hit all 3, that's what I want to do.
And people in YouTube chat are still mad about girl stabs. I don't know. I don't know what
One
to tell you.
person is.
Well,
mad
tell him
about
I
that.
just threw it like a girl.
Nala is
It
mad.
was perfect on
Everyone's
target.
I don't know what to tell you. You know, it's just the first thing that popped into my head. Girl stab.
Well, because you're a misogynist. It's fine.
Well, they took it as a negative thing because they are misogynist. She stabbed like a girl. It's not a bad thing.
It was an untrained, fumbling stab like an academic would make between study hall and
Hence, girl.
and badminton class.
Especially an academic girl.
Yeah. All right. Well, there's your radius. How big of a blast is this? How big of a blast? Explosives. There's so many explosives show up on so many places in this index. All right, whatever. The three zombies in the back all take 4 aggravated damage when the explosive goes off, which it does.
There's a dice in the way my screen.
Just click on
Oh,
your
there.
screen.
Yeah, click on the screen.
Thanks.
You're
So
welcome.
they're kind of hurled of a couple of feet out of the radius when this thing explodes, and a couple of other things happen. They each take a significant amount of damage, and shrapnel from this cleverly assembled explosive device whittles straight through, their limbs and their all their gold chains and wallet chains and bracelets, and they look pretty bedraggled. These are not bashing wounds. They 2 of them lose arms. The two on the left lose arms, and the one in the back right loses a leg and is going to have a hard time moving.
Well, these fuckers aren't intimidating anymore. Who's got arms left that can grapple us?
Just the 2 that are about to rape Timmy.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Should-
all,
should be a
though,
good
give
time.
me a... we're going to need a roll to resist...
The
this
song?
Well, no, it's none of them are singing now. But what did just happen was an explosive went off in a confined area.
Oh,
Oh shit.
So let's see.
way to think that one through, you bitches.
You may all be deaf.
What?
Why don't you roll...
Can I reflexively try to decrease the sound?
Oh. Interesting idea. If you had wound up a spell beforehand to do that, I would say, yeah, that sounds great. But I didn't warn you this was going to go off, and you being an untrained thrower of explosives didn't know this was going to happen, so...
Hey, you dumb shit.
Yeah, I could have used influence sound.
Yeah. That would have been a pretty cool idea. Alright, whatever. Roll, just roll your composure plus stamina.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Oh boy.
Oops, that's
This might kill me, folks.
2.
Woo!
Oh, I need to
I
click
got
on the
1,
button first.
so it's better than none.
What are we rolling?
You're rolling to resist deafness.
No, I know, but what is the combo?
Stamina plus composure.
I got a 1.
Fluke got 3. Alright. Everyone's ears are ringing. Everyone looks over at Albacore and looks like they want to murder him. Yeah, mow, mow, mow.
I have tinnitus.
It's like
But no one's bleeding from the ears. No one falls unconscious, So that's good. It helps that you're far away from the explosion too. All right. And maybe the fact that one of the walls of this place is made of Pillsbury Doughboy flesh helps to absorb some of the disastrous impact. All right. Well, that was exciting. Now it's the Mummy's turn. Oh boy. How's Timmy doing?
Just fine.
Timmy's doing okay.
I got 1 bashing so far.
That might change in a minute. Oh,
Yeah.
just do.
Yeah, that guy's got an arm still.
I'm hoping you roll real bad.
We'll find out. Okay, you had 5 armor and
5,
defense? Okay. So, zombie number 2, or number 1, I guess, deals 2 bashing wounds. Zombie number 3.
Doesn't even hurt.
Alright. So these 2 have recovered from their wounds at least enough to take another couple of swipes. And the one missing its rib cage has managed to figure out how to stand up straight again. And combined, they deal 5 bashing wounds.
Okay.
And they are swinging their arms, flailing them seemingly randomly, not in any intelligent way. If the mummies were ever intelligent, they're not seeking out
Yet they
targets.
managed to hit you with all of them.
Well, they are, sort of windmilling in his direction. Sort of like a girl would do. Zombie number 3. Zombie number 3 is missing an arm. And it's the three in the back that are missing limbs. So this one I'm going to mark with something to remind me that it has a missing leg and is going to have some difficulty doing anything productive. Let me group those. Okay. So this one falls to the ground on one leg and is sort of trying to... Oops. Whatever. That didn't work at all. I'm trying to group these 2 pieces. Group. Oh my god. Whatever. It falls flat on the ground and is kind of trying to army crawl its way over the smoking residue of the muriatic acid bomb. This one wanders and bumps into the wall. And the other, it sort of just turns around in circles for a second. It can't figure out what it wants to do. You've had a significant impact on them with your bomb.
Hooray!
Nobody's singing.
Right.
Sammy. Did we skip Fluke last time?
No,
Nope.
she stabbed
She
like a
stabbed
girl.
the wall and got drug along the wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's Sammy's turn.
Sammy to the wall.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So the 2 on the left don't have arms anymore?
The 2 on the left are missing an arm. One of them has walked into the wall, so it may be missing whatever gives it the ability to see. Similarly, the other one to the northwest corner of the circle there, it's apparently disoriented and sort of stumbling in circles.
Okay. I'm going to draw my nail bat. And then just stand put.
Okay.
You don't want to move forward a little bit?
No, I choose not to.
Alright.
Okay. Are you holding your action? No, you drew your bat. That was your action. Okay.
Yeah. I had my gun. I put that away. And I drew
right.
out the nail bat.
Then it's Fluke's turn. And she actually, not intentionally or anything, she doesn't want to get this close to you, but she sort of shoves you forward a bit as she's dragged against the wall. And now her knife is completely wedged against the edge of the tunnel. And the wall continues to move from left to right. And it just keeps going and going. And it's as if there's a massive worm or something very long, traveling down a tunnel that is perpendicular to the tunnel you're in. and what you're seeing is a very small section of its hide at any given moment, and it's going
Guys,
past.
I think it's a penis.
It might be a penis. It's kind of fleshy like a penis.
That'll explain the lack of nipples.
Would it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So poor Fluke is panicking now, and she can't keep hold of her knife as she's ripping a massive wound in the side of whatever this thing is. Goopy worm guts are pouring out. It's the consistency of half-cured Jello, and all over her hands and arms, and it looks pretty slippery. She's desperately trying to hold on to this knife, and it's pinned against the side of the tunnel, and she can't get a grip on it because of all the slime. And like a dumb beast, this thing, whatever it is, doesn't seem to recognize that it's damaging itself, and it's just speeding up and going faster and faster, ripping a bigger and bigger wound in its side as it panics and tries to get away. And which just makes Fluke's situation more and more untenable. And deep in the mountain underneath you, the grunt you heard earlier seems to have elongated and become a pained wail. Something somewhere in this mountain is in some pain.
Because its penis is getting stabbed.
Because its penis is having a long...
He's getting ripped open.
Yeah. Somebody's ripping a seam in the side of its dick.
Well, that's what it gets for trying to fuck this tunnel.
Timmy.
Okay, I'm gonna start running toward the flesh wall, but I'm gonna hit the no lung zombie on my way. With
Okay.
the old hammer.
That's the one you're immediately next to at the moment.
Yep.
Let me give you a second here. I need to be on a different layer to interact with Mr. Worm Man. Here we go. So this is what's going on here, apparently.
It's getting bigger.
It's just more apparent now that it's one large thing.
Penis.
Is it ribbed and or segmented?
Well, no one's
it ribbed for our
experiencing
pleasure?
no one's experiencing much pleasure, so
Well, that's fair. I mean, if it's a worm, it would be ribbed and segmented.
huh?
Okay, I'm
No,
gonna
it's
blow
not
another
wormed or segmented.
willpower on this.
Is it veiny?
Now he's getting perverted.
Well, you see flashing past, you see some subcutaneous.
Now it's flashing us.
You see the sort of blue veins under the surface that you see on your own arm, but the thing's flesh is sort
I'm
of.
glad you said arm.
All right, so damn,
There we
dude,
go.
5 successes. So you're running toward the wall, and
Yep.
you took a swing at mummy number 2.
Yeah,
A little bit of Monica by my side.
Yeah.
And your demo hammer passes through its empty chest cavity and utterly severs its backbone, which was the only thing holding it up. And it falls to the ground in 2 pieces and becomes immobile.
Nice. 2 kills for Timmy.
Timmy the buff-ass nerd.
Throw your laptop at it.
Dewey.
All right. I'm gonna. Let's see what I want to do. Kill some shit. I'm trying to figure out how I want to this time. What's wrong with the zombie number? What was that? The next one in line right there?
Nothing
got
much.
for that one yet?
The 2 on the
He's
left
taken
are
some damage.
the 2 on the left are missing arms and disoriented. The one closest to you guys is let me see.
It's taken some slight.
It's taken some damage. It hasn't been hewn in 2 or anything, but it's taken some damage.
Hewn in two.
Twain.
Yes.
I think is what you meant to say.
I did mean to say
Twain.
Twain, yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot at that one. again.
The arrow! It's been split in twain!
Yes,
Alright.
I'm going to shoot at it with my crossbow again.
Okay.
There's
So
no
that
need
was
to
a
lisp.
10 last time.
Do it to it, my
I'm
friend.
gonna-
It's dexterity plus firearms plus. Do you have a specialty in crossbows? I think you do.
Holy.
God damn it.
Wow. Talk about a terrible roll for 10 dice.
Not doing well.
But, you know, you didn't totally fumble. It took another point of damage.
I just wanna roll. I mean, I know this isn't going to count, but I just want to roll again to see if I'm going to get any better.
That's quite a lot
Oh, yeah, that
better.
was
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Why couldn't
Should
you
have
have done
done
that?
that one last time.
But we rubbed that one out of existence.
Right.
Another furious bolt erupts forth from
It hits it in the toe.
from Dewey's custom built carbon fiber crossbacks, and it knocks a finger off and deals 1 damage to the mummy. That's a bummer.
Chipping away.
A wrecking ball.
Albacore, chipping away, absolutely. It can't have too many hit points left.
So I've got a medicine skill.
Yeah,
I don't
Medicine-
remember what it.
medicine lets you treat bashing wounds so that they heal faster. It won't heal them instantly like magic will.
Fuck this. Just kill people and we'll heal ourselves after.
I'm
doesn't really have a way
stuck
to
in
do
a
that.
corner with just a dagger drawn.
So
Throw your dagger.
Damn near dead.
So stab the flesh wall.
It's already moving.
Yeah, it's
Faster.
Stab it with the bone dagger. Probably does magical things like makes it die or become flaccid so we can crawl past it.
Well, if you cut it there, then it'll open up a wound that Fluke can then pull her knife out when
yeah,
the wound
she
gets
can
to her.
crawl into
Yeah.
the giant flaccid penis.
Or that.
It'll keep
Stay
her warm
warm.
overnight.
to stay warm on Hoth.
Stab it!
All right,
the
I'm
wall.
gonna
You-
stab the dragon penis with my bone knife. You know what I mean?
All right, strength plus weaponry plus 2 for the knife.
Anything because it's a giant fucking wall of flesh and
That's impossible to
Like,
miss because it's a wall.
impossible to miss. Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it's
Um,
moving. So
Plus 5 because it's a wall. But then we're gonna have another roll to do after this.
Plus
Uh-oh.
5? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so that's 9 total. And it's thinking for a very long time. Maybe crashing.
Oh. Oh, you
there
got
it
4
was.
successes.
Nice.
So you have successfully boy plunged your dagger into the into the side of this worm penis.
thank God
I-
you're able
I-
to boy plunge it.
I still don't see your dice, but
I never saw him either.
I see him.
I'm gonna refresh the page.
Oh
But-
wait, no, those are Dale's dice. Never mind.
I'm staring at an ad for Roll20. Maybe they thought I wasn't aware of the cool new site Roll20.
Well, it's telling you to support it.
Okie doke.
I wonder if this is gonna wake up the spirit. Do really bad things. Oh yeah, my page is like it's giving me a loading thing. Well, let's see what happens.
I see dice now. Okay, so you got 4 successes. That's enough to boy stab the wall. What do you want to do with the knife once it's in this thing? Do you want to try and hold it horizontally so that you can kind of control where the knife is a little more easily and keep it in your hand? Do you want to hold it vertically and try to hold on to it and do as much damage and open as wide of a wound as possible? Do you want to pull it right back
Slash.
out again? What do you want to do?
Horizontal or at an angle. Make a big
Horizontal.
opening for Fluke to jump in.
Carve your initials.
I want the edge on the left.
Okay.
So as the thing continues to move, it's just slicing itself open.
Okay. Are you going to try and line your wound up with Fluke's knife?
No.
Okay. The bellowing of whatever beast lies in the depths of this mountain gets louder. And I need you to roll strength plus athletics -2.
Oh.
So that's a 0.
Yep, chance
Willpower.
Chance roll or willpower? Chance roll or willpower? Let's do willpower. So that'll make it 3.
Yeah, chance rolls only work for Drew.
Sometimes. When I'm gonna have sex
That's
to the
a
list.
All right. The goop pouring out of the side of this thing onto your hands lubricates them such that the knife slips immediately out of your hands.
Oh no. Is
And
it gone forever?
well, we'll find out in a turn or two. It's traveling with the wall toward the side of the tunnel, though.
Hey, Fluke, grab that. Actually, there's Dewey and Timmy. You're all lined up. Somebody, grab my knife.
Yeah.
Very important bone knife.
They're
From
all
centuries
lined.
past.
Where did you stab this thing? Up high, down low?
And about stabbing, about nipple height.
Okay, so slightly
Your
higher.
nipples or,
So
or
slight,
its
slight,
nipples?
it's nipples.
It's nipples, yeah. We're going to find this thing's nipples. We're narrowing it down.
All right.
I believe in us.
Okay, it's the mummy's turn.
They're worthless.
Who's
luck,
left?
mummies.
Who's left? Mummy
Fuck
number.
you,
So
mummies.
there's really only one mummy that's going to do a whole lot, right?
And
at this
he's
point?
been elevated to mummy number 1 at this point. Because he's the
Promotion.
yeah, he's been promoted to mummy number 1.
Mummy number not piece of shit.
And he's going to stagger desperately toward Timmy.
Oh.
And he's going to take a swing.
Is he gonna gracefully lay his head against his shoulder?
I'm gonna duck. Plus
Your
5
defense and armor are 5 again, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
I came in
4
like
bashing
a
wounds.
That's real bad. I only have 2 non-bashed health left. What do
Okay.
I do?
Then you fill the last 2 squares with bashing wounds.
Okay.
And then upgrade the first 2 to lethal wounds.
Oh.
And now we're going to roll to see if you remain conscious.
You'll be fine, buddy.
I don't think I want to be conscious at this point.
We'll carry you out of here through the
Okay.
flesh wall.
Thanks,
We'll throw you in the flesh beast thing. It probably will heal you. That's a thing that happens sometimes in shows.
Yeah, we don't know what the goo does. It might be healing.
Yeah, it's healing goo.
It's definitely slippery.
Okay, so just roll your stamina.
Roll my stamina. Alright. That's not the worst roll in the world. Suck it.
2 successes, you remain conscious.
Yeah.
But you are starting to feel it.
I'm
You
going to enjoy
Oh, I'm
this.
feeling it.
you feel a little woozy. It hits you in the head, and you think you may be concussed. It had an especially large knob on its bracelet, and it hit you right in the temple.
Alright.
Uh,
I feel good about this. I think it's the concussion though, so no listening.
yeah. So zombie number 2 wanders forward and stumbles into the sarcophagus and falls flat on its face.
What a dick.
Zombie number 3 has finally managed to orient itself and is coming around that sarcophagus. Zombie number 4 is continuing to crawl on its hands and knees.
Knee.
Get rid of that. I would really like to group these 2 elements, please. So I can stop moving the zombie and its wound separately. Yeah, good call. Let's make a red square for the legless zombie. There.
Don't worry, guys. I used my last action to draw my spike bat, so I'm just gonna go cleaning house.
Sammy, it's your
do
turn.
that.
I would like to clean house.
Are you swinging at are you swinging at Mr. Desperate here, who just
The one in the front, the closest to us, I want to
just
do that.
concussed your friend Timmy?
Yeah,
Try not to hit me as well.
I'm just gonna swing at him. I'm not aiming for anything.
All right, good call. Let's take a look at yours. So it's going to be strength plus weaponry plus 3 for the bat.
How much does that guy got left?
You'll find out when you kill it, I guess.
Willpower.
You gotta cast how many hit points does that zombie have?
Cast a gaming eye, level 4. Oh my goodness!
So close. to
Oh,
get so far.
Look at all those 7s.
that's painful.
At least I managed to hit his finger with my fucking bolt.
Yeah, you've
If this
been
was a slot
firing.
machine. You'd be doing good.
I'm gonna chance roll in the backswing.
I'll allow it. Nothing happens. Oh, you know what?
Sammy hits himself in
Swing
the
and a
head
miss.
with the bat.
On that chance roll, you had a shot to behead your friend Timmy, but you whiff on the foreswing and the backswing, and nothing at all happens.
Rather
Sorry, guys.
nimble mummy.
I used
That was
the
some good
willpower, for God's
Cleaning
sake.
house.
Well, so Fluke kind of shoved him forward, and now he's standing on the edge of a sarcophagus, wobbling, trying to stay upright, and he chose not to move. He just stands there and swings his bat and hopes for the best, and I don't
Not
know.
even really close enough to hit
This,
it. with
this
that.
is further reason why I hate Fluke.
Because Fluke
this
was
is her fault.
because Fluke was dragged by a massive Cthulhu
Penis?
worm. Yeah. All right.
Cthulhu penis.
Cthulhu-ness. It is now Fluke's turn. Where did we leave things with Fluke? She is
Trying to
let's
grab
see.
my knife.
She's trying to. No one else has tried to grab your knife yet. All right, so she's got to roll strength to try and hold on to her poor knife. And the knife slips out of her fingers and disappears with a scraping sound against the edge of the tunnel into whatever cross tunnel this thing has dug and is inhabiting. And several things happen all at once. Fluke's eyes fill with panic, but she bends her knees and drops into a sort of a combat stance, and her hands begin moving mechanically as if they were programmed ahead of time with a series of gestures. Albacore, would you roll Wits plus Prime for me?
Sure, give me 1 minute to get back to that. Wits
Wits plus Prime.
plus prime.
And Sammy, would you roll Wits plus Fate?
Are you fucking kidding me? Nothing. I feel like it would have been totally awesome.
All right. Sammy recognizes that Fluke is stabbing the air with her fingers, forming symbol after symbol, and apparently you recognize some of the gestures, and it looks like she's casting an enormously complex fate rote. And there's power welling up around her. She has not been casting any spells. You it's been a bit of a point of contention in the group. Ever since you started ascending this mountain, Fluke has been extremely reticent to cast any spells. But now she's casting a fucking whopper. and the power welling up, not all of it seems to be coming from her. There's more than one person casting a spell right now, is what it seems like. Okay, Timmy.
I think she's casting Forge Doom.
I'd like to take a shot at the promoted mummy number 1 and I'm gonna try to like push it back.
You're gonna
in my
shove it with the head of your demolition hammer.
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you give me strength plus weaponry plus 3 for the hammer minus 2. Because this is just raw strength. You're trying to push it away, and you're aiming for its torso.
Yep.
Well,
should have just swung at the thing. You've been doing pretty good.
Not a whole lot happens, unfortunately. Dewey.
I'm gonna try to shoot the fucker again, and hopefully I'll, do more than take a finger off this time.
You could run up and cross, and maybe
you could
take
use
the next hit.
You could use the backs part of the crossbacks.
That's true, but I don't get as good of a roll for that.
True.
Because that's not. I mean, whatever. What would I roll for that?
That would be strength rather than dexterity, weaponry rather than firearms, and then you would not get your crossbow specialty. But then plus 2 for the axe instead of plus 3 for the crossbow.
It's not horrible. It's still 7, I guess.
It's up to you.
Do what you like, man.
Yeah, fine. I'll run up and do that.
These things seem to be responding well to bashing
damn
wounds.
it.
Oh, one. Okay. That's still not quite enough, but Dewey swings his mighty crossbow in a confusing way, and what state was this thing in? It hadn't lost any limbs. Let's see. Ooh, all right. You behead it. Your wild swing goes right through its neck and pops its head off.
Okay.
So now it's headless, but okay, and you're standing here. So whatever it's using to see, it probably can't see anymore, but it still has not fallen over.
Okay.
Albacore.
Huh. So that one can't see. That one is likely stuck in the sarcophagus, but
Nothing stopping you from making sure he stays there.
aside from not really knowing how to do that.
So the lids of the sarcophaguses are broken, right? They're not
Yes.
just pushed. Okay.
Well, no.
Only
So
we had that
no,
door I knocked down upstairs. We could just put it on top of them.
many of them are sort of them are sort of split and fallen into the sarcophagus.
Okay.
So, and in many places they appear to have shattered and flown around the room.
We're not pushing them back over the sarcophagus.
No.
Let's see. So my knife is. Where's my knife at?
It's traveling rapidly toward the opposite side of the hallway. Are you guys complaining about the music?
What? No.
I'm not.
I'm not.
Drewby's complaining about the music.
I was agreeing to someone else complaining about the music.
Yeah,
Look.
it's pretty laid back right now.
It's a
Because
little
it sounds like one of the StarCraft Terran maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I
does
thought
sound
maybe it
very
was more appropriate for a battle, but not really.
The earlier part of the song was, but it's gotten pretty relaxed. toward this
Well,
part.
we're reaching the point of the inevitable conclusion here. It
Yeah.
feels right to me.
Sure.
Albacore's deciding what to do with his life.
Yes, he is.
in the rear with the gear.
5 by 5. In the rear with the gear.
God damn.
That's where I've been standing this entire battle, so it felt appropriate.
I really have nothing for.
Hurl some more celestial fire, mister.
Yeah.
Hardly anyone's
Suppose I-
cast any spells.
I guess I'll celestial fire the one in the sarcophagus,
All right.
and kind of also wander a little bit toward the middle, so that I'm not alone.
All right. So, Gnosis plus Prime plus 3 plus 1 for the fact that the target is completely immobile and in an enclosed space.
And I have the high ground.
And you have, 2, plus 2. Plus 2 for the high ground, for sure.
So Gnosis plus Prime
Obi-Wan.
plus 3 plus the high ground.
Yeah, plus 2 for high ground and immobile target.
0
Alright.
success. Oh, I saw a 10.
2! All right.
Tell me he's dead.
No,
Really
he's not.
seems like it
but
should do
he's-
more.
So this time, Albacore... Oh, actually, hold on a sec. That's your second vulgar spell
Yeah.
of the scene. Let me
It
give you
is.
a paradox roll. Nothing happens. Okay. The spell proceeds as expected, and deals 2 damage. This time, Albacore does not panic and swipe, at melee range. He throws like a liquid bolt. It looks like a dripping lightning bolt of white light into the sarcophagus, and you may not be able to see what he's looking at down in the bottom of the pit there, but whatever it is seems to start on fire, and some white flickering light, strange white fire apparently is down in there somewhere, burning something. And some gross mummy smoke rises up out of the sarcophagus. And the singing starts again. No, just kidding. Mummy turn. So this mummy is in a bad place. It's crawling around on fire. This mummy is coming toward you. This mummy is crawling toward you. And mummy number 1, boy, he's in a bad spot. He's missing his head. He's missing his head. So he lunges sort of to the side and like he thinks he's gonna hug you, but he kind of misses. And his attempt to grapple Dewey results in sort of another quasi clothesline attempt with one of his outreaching arms. Dewey, would you please roll dexterity plus athletics and see if you can reflexively dodge out of his fumbling clothesline?
Of course.
Okay, you cannot. So he's not going to get many dice because it's a completely blind attack. And he deals 0 damage. So
Hooray.
he sort of lightly caresses the side of your neck on his way past. It's very romantic. That leads us to Sammy.
Yes.
Can anyone...
So
Right.
I have Sybil's sight up.
Yep.
Correct. All right. So that detects entanglement with fate. So I should can I figure out what the hell Fluke is casting?
No, that's more a matter for Prime to inspect a spell that's in the process of being cast and figure out what it's about to do.
Okay.
If
Shoot that zombie.
if it was a spell that you could conceivably cast at your current dot rating, then yes, you'd be able to tell what it is, but it's beyond you, whatever it is.
What about if I cast interconnections?
That would tell you whether Fluke was a member of a book club.
Well, it reveals themes, connections between people, places, and things.
That's true.
Couldn't
Yes.
I connect the connection between
It won't tell you anything
the
about the
wall
spell,
and
though.
her?
Well, the connection between her and the wall is, I mean, I'm not sure what to tell you in that case, but you can go ahead and roll it and I'll try to figure something out. It's,
No, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna swing the bat at the guy that's trying to touch Dewey.
look, I appreciate you
Yeah,
trying to cast
no.
some spells here, but I don't, there's not a
No,
lot
it's
of
fine.
interconnections
I'm
between
gonna swing the
Fluke
bat
and the
at
wall.
the guy trying to touch Dewey.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
gonna
I
close
have a
on
bat.
it first?
I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
Okay, well, roll dexterity first to see if you can cross over the sarcophagus here without tripping and falling in. Dexterity plus athletics.
Oh, plus something. Shit. Okay.
Hey! You stride confidently over the edge of the sarcophagus and away from poor
Yeah.
Fluke, who is gesturing wildly behind you. And you take a swing at zombie number 1 with strength plus weaponry plus 3.
I felt
Nice.
good about that.
Yeah, that one goes pretty okay. Decided non-spellcaster Sammy Willem
Fuck you.
steps into the hallway and swings his spiked bat.
I fucking hate magic.
The spikes on the end of his bat rake across the mummy's bedraggled form, and it just collapses in a heap, like following the bat down. It's like you swiped a bathrobe off
Like
the
I came in like
clothesline.
a wrecking ball.
No, it's like you swiped a bathrobe off the clothesline, and it just flunk straight to the ground.
Well, I guess that's a thing that could happen too.
You didn't come in like a wrecking ball.
But I wanted to.
You should have said so when you were rolling.
Yeah.
It's a different roll to come in like a wrecking ball.
It's -2.
Now I know.
And now it's Fluke's turn.
Okay.
Fluke looks toward you and makes meaningful eye contact. Is anyone
To me?
looking at Fluke? Is anyone looking at Fluke? You were clearly
I'm
not.
always looking at Fluke.
Oh, okay.
I'm not looking at anybody.
'Cause I don't
I'm
trust
not
that
feeling so
bitch.
good.
It seems like she's done casting whatever spell she's been charging up here. And
Is she over 9,000?
No, she cast a spell so you could get around that sarcophagus.
Oh, perfect.
she was giving you all the luck she possibly could. She makes eye contact and in a desperate whisper she begins to speak. And the words she speaks are Gretchen, and before she can get out the second word, oily black fingers slide around her neck from behind, completely encircling it, and they squeeze tight, and her voice is clamped off in an almost comical choking sound. Gretchen,
She's talking about Mean Girls, Gretchen Wieners.
the hand around Fluke's throat yanks suddenly and pulls her through some unseen gap in the air. It looks like she's being dragged into the cushions of an invisible couch. Her face smushes up as her head gets pulled through, and then it's gone. The rest of her body gets sucked in behind her, and it's like she got yanked out of an airlock. The last thing to disappear is her foot, and it catches on some edge before her shoe pops off. And wow, there's like somebody talking in the. That's very atmospheric. Thanks for the ad, YouTube. Okay. So her shoe pops off and clatters to the floor, and Fluke is gone.
Great.
And almost without noticing, without anyone noticing, the tendril or tentacle or penis or worm or whatever it is has also gone. Whatever was at the end of it passed by behind you and down an open tunnel to the side. So it's apparently done ripping itself to shreds on knives for today and has retreated. And somewhere far, far down below you, you hear a muted detonation, like a thumping sound.
Boom. Okay.
Poof. It's not clear what just happened. Somebody cast a spell. And it's after 10 p.m.
Yep. Does anybody want to do some medical spells before we call it a night?
Did we kill all? I mean, are these guys wounded enough that we don't have to continue fighting them? Should we finish them off?
You may want to finish them off. Let's do a quick whip round the horn here and make sure the mummies are taken care of. So it's Timmy's turn.
I'm really out of it because of my concussion, so I'm going to try to hack them with my laptop.
Well, I think the one in the sarcophagus is probably done for. It's
Just hit him with your fucking hammer, for God's sake.
He's concussed. He's concussed.
I'm concussed. I'm not sure what's going on.
I've been concussed. It's fine. You can still swing a hammer.
All right, I'm going to swing my -3 hammer over.
You don't have to listen to him. You can try to hack the... Just remember, he's anti-spell casting.
That's true.
So you don't have to listen to him.
But I'm going to get a minus on my 2, aren't I? Because of the wounds.
In fact, yes. Why don't you roll your stamina again right now before you act, and we'll find out if you're even conscious.
That's every turn?
Yep.
Damn.
Unconscious, yeah.
So, never mind. You pass out. You
Dream
will need...
about hacking.
You have to make my square longer. It has to be like a rectangle.
You dream about hacking. Yeah. Let's fix your square so it looks like you're laid out. And we're on to Dewey.
I think I'll be nice and try to heal Tim.
Ah.
I will. What is it?
It's fine. I'm just a little unconscious.
Healing heart.
All right, healing heart. Let's find that. Do you have it as a rote? No, you don't, because you don't have anything as a rote, because these assholes can't help.
Right.
These assholes who are now all gone anyway.
I will use another willpower.
Healing heart. Life plus gnosis plus 3 for the willpower.
Wow.
Ouch.
Okay. Not even a pity hit point.
Sorry, Timmy.
So, I'd say that's okay, but I'm unconscious, so I don't know any better.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Okay.
I am not rolling well with this second half of this evening.
That was not good. All right, Albacore.
Goddamn zombies are gonna get another turn. Ah, boy.
That's alright, Drew, look clean house again.
Druby will cast a spell or something, and it'll be awesome.
Whatever happened to Albacore's dagger? Is it still lying on the floor somewhere?
Sorry, say again?
What happened to Albacore's bone dagger?
You want to... Well, you're unconscious, but Albacore might want to check.
Yeah, I would like to look around for my bone dagger.
Okay, wits plus what? What's a good perception roll? I can't remember now.
Did we kill all the zombies?
You're working
Did I
on
miss
it.
that?
Wits plus
We're
composure, I think.
working on it.
Yeah, wits plus composure.
That sounds familiar.
All right. It looks like your knife must have caught on the edge of the tunnel, and the worm managed to drag it, a little farther along before it just fell out. There wasn't a fluke standing there trying to hold on to it and keeping it in position, so it just sort of rubbed against the side of the tunnel and fell out. And the worm left it behind. and it is lying inside the side tunnel, just a few feet in. Let me draw it. It's right about here.
It's a big dagger.
It's made
It's
of
bigger
bone.
than me.
Well, it's made out of a femur.
It's a femur knife.
I don't want to keep throwing vulgar spells.
Why not, friend? It's a game about magic.
True.
Don't let
Fucking
Sammy's
spells.
don't let Sammy dissuade you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start stabbing you guys.
All right, I guess I'll. So the one that's in the sarcophagus, is that just gonna eventually burn to death?
Well, it is on fire, so that would be a
So that's what I
reasonable
was-
assumption.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
worry about that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of mosey on over to the other side of the hallway, so I'm out of its grappling range if it comes to the edge of the sarcophagus.
Wouldn't that be funny? Okay.
Then I'm gonna shoot some fire at the other one on the left side.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, the one that still has its legs.
Gnosis plus Prime plus 3. Jesus. Okay.
E.
Once again, Albacore. Oh, hang on a minute. This is your third vulgar spell. You gonna spend any mana or anything?
Nope.
Okay. Oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh. Hang on.
Please tell me I'm not on fire.
No. Luckily, so one success is Havoc. You lose control of your spell, and it affects a random target or something like that happens. In this case, he still hits the zombie, but
It heals him instead.
no, it has the intended effect.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it also has an effect on him. We'll talk about it after, because I don't want to spend 5 minutes here looking it up. But Albacore gets a strange look in his eyes as he casts this spell. But another liquid lightning bolt flies across the hallway and smacks Mumbo number 3, and it goes down in a flaming heap.
Monica.
And that is the end of his turn. He has a strange look in his eye. That's all I can tell you for now. And it's the mummy's turn.
Oh,
This one burns to death. This one crawls a little farther. And now it's Sammy's turn.
Wait, what happened to the other one? Did I miss that?
it burned to death.
Okay.
All right, I'm in front. I'm looking straight at him. I'm
Yep.
gonna swing my bat and I'm gonna finish him off.
You want to cast Lucky Coin?
Fuck no.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
No, go ahead. Take a swing.
Hold on. I want to see if I want to cast Can I cast Lucky Coin, then do it, or is that 2 actions?
Unfortunately, it's 2 actions.
Then I'm just gonna swing at him. That's
All
what I
right.
thought.
All right. So you're moving up to Mr. Legless Zombie, Mummy, and you're taking a swing.
Yeah. What am I?
Strength plus weaponry plus, is it 3 for the bat?
Yeah. God damn it! I really got to increase those 2 things.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're just a bunch of nerds or something.
Oh!
2.
I almost had 3. That last dice was a bitch.
Yeah, it was.
Sammy strides down the hallway and swings his bat down at the prone zombie lying on the ground. I should have given you an extra couple of dice for that. Why don't you roll 2 more dice? Okay.
Thanks.
Roll them better.
Yeah, roll better.
Roll your backswing.
take your chance die on the backswing.
Oh.
God, I'm glad that wasn't a 1.
Yeah. You knock his other leg off.
So he has no arms or legs?
Well, he still has arms, and he's still going
He
to
has
continue to
arms,
crawl,
yeah.
but he's missing both legs now, so he's going to crawl.
Now
even
he's
slower.
lighter. He's gonna go faster.
Yeah, it's right. This leg was just weighing him down. Okay, it's Fluke's turn, and she's not here. So, Timmy.
She's still on the map, though.
Can I roll my stamina again to see if I wake up?
Oh, good question. Stamina rolls. Character who falls unconscious remains incapacitated until he regains at least 1 health, so no.
Okay, I'm just gonna drool silently.
Fair enough. Dewey.
Heal him!
I'll try again.
He tried last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed it.
Try one more
I
time.
was pissing.
I think he used the willpower too.
Woo! Did you spend another willpower?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, so
Three.
heal,
Was that-
remove 3 of those bashing wounds, and
Okay.
let me think what happens. You can heal 3 of your bashing wounds, and then on your next turn, you will be able to wake up.
Okay.
So we're back to Albacore. Hi.
For crying out loud. You guys are supposed to do more, because I can't do other than try to make the universe not like me.
Just pick up your dagger.
Get out that wolf gut sling.
Oh, good.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash around the corner there and grab my dagger.
Okay.
And can I use it to run all the way? Do I have enough movement to run all the way up to the zombie and try to stab it?
What is your speed?
Is that a thing we have?
Yeah.
My speed is 10.
We'll say that if you make if you run and grab your dagger and run and try to stab, you'll take a minus because you're kind of charging it, and it's. But yeah, you can do it.
Okay, I want to do that.
So you run, grab your dagger, pick it back up, so it's not on the ground anymore, and I can delete it. And then you pivot like a wide receiver at the NFL Combine, and you roll dexterity plus athletics to make sure you don't break your ankle.
God damn it. Here we go.
Good luck.
Ah, good. I didn't break my ankle.
Didn't break your ankle.
It actually got stronger.
And you turn the corner and dive past Sammy, and at the very end of your movement, you plunge your dagger toward the remaining mummy lying on the ground, and that will be strength plus weaponry plus 1 for the weapon plus 2 for the fact that he's prone.
So that's 5. Any minuses for the whole?
Yeah, minus 2 for the fact that you were sprinting this whole time.
All right, and I don't have any willpower left, so this is my last gasp attempt.
Hey! Oh my God! Oh!
Nice.
Wow! Well, you pin him to the ground, and he slumps. His arms stop thrashing at Sammy's ankles, and it appears he is deceased. It appears that the mummy is re-deceased.
So they're all dead.
They are all dead and gone, including Fluke. And down the tunnel.
She's not dead and gone.
She's gone.
She's gone.
We don't know what she is.
You're dead.
Down the tunnel, you see more sarcophagus.
Oh,
Yes, we do.
And that's about as far as you can see with your current light sources. And we will pick this up next time, unless there's something else you want to do before we quit.
Can
No.
we loot? Is there anything worth looting?
Oh, you know what? These guys were all wearing like golden jewelry and chains. It's probably like between the 6 of the ones you killed, there's probably like 40 pounds of gold here. I mean, it's a lot of gold. They were some ornate motherfuckers.
So I need to loot them next time.
Well, can we gather it all up?
put
Yeah.
a note.
Absolutely.
But we're doing that next time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
let's-
just saying we'll have a pile of stuff in front of us next time.
All right. Well, that's it for
Sweet.
tonight. Good night, YouTube.
Good night, YouTube. Now tell us what you wanted to tell us when they weren't there.